when I was just looking at my absolutely massive stack of Xbox games, I was looking and I was thinking, what kind of games just say Xbox to me? The first one was Time Splitters Future Perfect. The second game I reached for was the original Forza Motorsport. So we're going to put this in and play it. And yeah, I remember playing the demo of this when I had my Xbox first time round, and I was absolutely blown away by it. I remember just being blown away by the fact that you could be half on the grass and half on the track, and your car would handle sort of accordingly. And you know, that was for me just like, wow, you know, I hadn't really ever noticed that in games before. It's kind of all or nothing before, you know, you're either on the grass and spinning out, or you're just on the track. I've always thought that was really cool, and I remember braking half on the grass, and like the tyre that was on the like the wheel that was on the grass would actually skid, and yeah, whatever, that'll do me. Done. Fucking done. Okay. Yeah, and I was just blown away just by the realism of it. I think up until then, the most realistic game I've played was Sega GT games on the Xbox. Right, so if you've played any of the Forza games, you've got you know, familiar tracks here in familiar territory. Right, so see what good cars we've got here. Subaru Advan Impreza, Audi RS6, Porsche. So right, so we go with the Mercedes CLK DTM. Nice. And we'll do some racing. Pretty shit music in the background, but not really a game famous for its soundtrack. Though Forza 2 had a great soundtrack on it. Played that quite a lot. If you don't know about the Forza series, you're probably brain dead. But you know, you can tune up your cars, modify them. Not sure to what extent you can do that in Forza 1, this game, the original. But as you can see, it looks absolutely great. There you can see the car spinning out, reacting to the different surfaces, which just, you know, blew me away first time I ever played it. Also, I remember Forza was the first game that I ever played with this suggested racing line, the green arrows that you know, or you know, they tell you to start braking, you know, when the yellow, and then, you know, when the red, you need to be braking to get around the corner. You know, basically tell you what speed you need to be going to get around the corner. And I remember that was, you know, this game was the first game that I ever played with that. The first game I ever played to any sort of extent with a suggested racing line was Forza 2, and you know, now pretty much every game's got it. Gran Turismo 5, all the Forza games obviously, Need for Speed Shift, shitloads. You know, it's just something that a racing game seemingly has to have nowadays. Fortunately, I'm failing miserably on this race at the minute. Maybe the difficulty is a bit too hard for someone who's just jumped button for a noob. Okay, nice little turbo for your loading icon. I'm going to go back and see if we can turn the difficulty down on the controller options. Doesn't look like it can. That's unfortunate. So back into arcade race. I think we'll try a different car. If Silverstone, however you want to say it. We go S class this time. I think the R class is a bit too much for me. Car's that there. Oh, nice Pagani's on there to get sexy with. Obviously it's cars that kind of make a racing game, like Forza, and as you can see, Mercedes, Ford, BMW, you know, Pagani, Jaguar, Ferrari, Ferrari F40. What else do you want? Great, epic selection of the cars. Really does look stunning, this game, for an original Xbox release. In this sort of postage stamp window that I'm playing it in, you know, you'd be hard pushed to not know that it's. I'm confusing myself there. You'd be hard pushed not to think that it's an Xbox 360 game because it looks awesome. So smooth as well. Solid car models, nice reflections. The engine sounds pretty decent as well, to be honest. Nice solid feel to the car when they make contact with each other, as I just felt there. Kind of what's going on here? Got into the pit lane, so I've been getting retired or something. Or am I going to come out the other end? Maybe shouldn't have gone in the pit lane, that was a bad idea. Yay! Not me. A bunch of retards changing the tyres or what? Personally, I would turn this music off to play the game. You got decent engine sound, you don't need this fucking mind-numbing shit generic AIDS infested rabid rock music. It's just awful. Save that shit for the 80s pornos. Once again, failing miserably. I was in bloody second place, but then went down the pit lane. What can I say? It's hard to talk and make videos. Okay. So I think it's time to a bit of actual. Is it like a Black Sabbath cover? I don't know. Yeah, it sounds like it's a bad cover. So here you go. We got the career mode. We're just gonna have a dig around here, see what's what. Get the Corrado. Yeah, sure. They select your home region. Train drivatar. What the fuck is that? Train a drivatar as usual. So you can set another driver to basically race with you, or race for you, should I say. That's what you want. Easy mode. You got your garage, you can buy cars. Won't have any money to buy cars, just got one for free. Going to the amateur event. European circuit, same kind of shit selection of tracks. First available in the arcade mode. Obviously you need to play through the career, I'm guessing, and unlock tracks to play in arcade mode. Got a race. There we have a nice Corrado BR6 race. Nice boxy 90s classic. Been a long time since I've seen a Corrado on the road. Probably fetch a pretty penny these days. Nice feeling to the handling. Just you'd expect the car to handle, really. So now I've turned the difficulty down in career mode. It seems like the game's a lot easier. Probably coupled with the fact that the car's a bit slower as well. Oops, spoke too soon. Straight into the gravel, yeah. Why the fuck did I talk? Well, at least I'm not aged straight away from going into the gravel. I feel like I can claw it back. So yeah, this is Forza Motorsport, a classic game for the Xbox, first in the series of great games. You've probably already checked out Forza 2, Forza 3, Forza 4, and there's also Forza Horizons, which I believe is a kind of test drive unlimited, free roaming kind of Forza game. I've played every other Forza game other than Forza Horizons. Great series of games, and if you're a racing fan, you definitely need to check them out if not own them. If you've played all the other games and you're just wanting more Forza, then also, check this game out. Doesn't really play any differently to the current gen games. It doesn't look bad. The only thing I would say is that the music is absolutely dire. But you can turn that off. I'd personally turn that off. I don't know, it might even have custom soundtracks on, so you might be able to use your custom soundtracks supported. So get your custom soundtracks on, get a bit of Forza Motorsport on the go for some classic racing simulation action. Yeah.